Good morning and welcome aboard to another broadcast. We are coming to you live from Mercedes, Texas, the final day of the Knights of Columbus tournament between the host team, the Mercedes Tigers, and your Brownsville St. Joseph Academy Bloodhounds. This is Bloodhound Baseball. Kevin Naro on the play-by-play. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Saturday morning and the final day of the Knights of Columbus tournament. Let's meet the starting lineup for Coach Steven Nájera. In the leadoff spot is Lalo Braunschweiger. Batting second is Gael Ponce. In the 3 spot is Axel Gonzalez. Batting fourth is Manuel Mendez. In the 5 spot is Izzy Cano. Batting 6 is Felipe Villarreal. In the 7th spot is Rex Nájera. Batting 8th is Roman Hinojos. And in the 9th spot is Robbie Ortiz. So it's Braunschweiger, Ponce, Gonzalez, Mendez, Cano, Villarreal, Nájera, Hinojos, and Ortiz. The Bloodhounds trying to pick up their first win of the tournament on the final day. They are 0-2 through the first 2 days, both 2-1 losses, one to La Feria and a tight one in the opening day of the tournament, followed up by a loss yesterday and a 2-1 loss against PSJ Memorial. This is how the Tigers will line up defensively. Up the middle, Noch Pimentel is the second baseman. Nick Pimentel is the shortstop. At first base is Joseph Garza. Out the hot corner is Luis Rincon. Behind the plate is Albert Ruiz, and that is the starting infield. In the outfield, Luis Lopez is the center fielder. Aiden Reyes is out in right. Luis Figueroa is in left. And doing the pitching this morning for the Tigers is Brandon Vega. That's the starting defense for the Mercedes Tigers. As we are ready to roll here from Mercedes. Braunschweiger to lead it off for the Bloodhounds. Lalo a junior in his traditional role as the leadoff man. Vega gets the sign, and off we go from Mercedes. The first pitch is high for ball 1. Lalo Braunschweiger in the leadoff spot. Gael Ponce batting second. Axel Gonzalez in the 3 spot. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes to the leadoff man, Braunschweiger. Steven Nájera on the first base side for the Bloodhounds. The head coach for St. Joe. Vega sets, kicks and delivers the 2-0. That paints the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Middle infield playing back. Corners playing up. The 2-1, and Braunschweiger pulls that one foul, and it's 2-2. So the Pimentels are up the middle defensively for the Tigers. Joseph Garza is at first base. Luis Rincon is at third. Albert Ruiz is the starting catcher, and that's the starting infield in case you're just tuning in. The 2-2 on the way from Brandon Vega. Kicks, delivers, and Braunschweiger slaps this one to center field. And that's a leadoff single for the Bloodhounds. Oh, Braunschweiger leads the game off with a single to center. Now Gael Ponce will come to the plate. Ponce hit a line shot down the third base line yesterday with that tying run on second. That play doesn't get made. It's a 2-2 game. Ponce, all likelihood, standing on second with a double. Swings on the first pitch. That's a fly ball to left. Playable, and making the catch is Figueroa for out number 1. So Ponce flies out for the first out of the inning, and now Axel Gonzalez will dig in, the sophomore right-hander. Axel got the start yesterday on the mound for the Bloodhounds, pitched well. Braunschweiger, the lone base runner on first. Braunschweiger going. That pitch low and away. First pitch called for a strike, but Braunschweiger takes second on the steal. Thought that pitch was maybe a little off the plate, but nonetheless, it's an 0-1 count to Axel. Vega delivers. Low and away, and it's a ball and a strike. Bloodhounds certainly taking in the much warmer weather. Last week, the Bloodhound tournament, originally scheduled for 3 days, was only cut to 1 because of the weather. St. Joe was able to get 2 wins on day 1. That was Thursday of last week. That pitch just misses high. Good take there from Gonzalez. It's 2-1. Wins against Rio Hondo and Marine Military Academy. The first 2 games on Thursday, then Friday and Saturday were canceled due to the weather. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball misses, and the count runs 2-2. Axel chased that one above the zone. Emmanuel Mendez in the on-deck circle. Axel with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first. The 2-2 skips in the dirt, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two misses away. Now it's first and second for St. Joe, and Emmanuel Mendez will come to the plate. Takes a first pitch strike. The 0-1 again skips in the dirt. Braunschweiger got a good jump. The throw down to second, and Axel is safe. Braunschweiger is safe. Second and third for the Bloodhounds. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Checks the runner at third, and he flips to first. Good work done by Brandon Vega. Able to get Mendez to roll over. Now an RBI opportunity here. Second and third for St. Joe. Izzy Cano batting fifth in the Bloodhound lineup. Runners will be going on contact. First pitch. Cano pulls it to left. This one's a fly ball. And the catch is made by Figueroa. So Cano swinging on the first pitch. Bloodhounds strand 2 midway through the first. No score here at the Knights of Columbus tournament.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the first inning. Knights of Columbus tournament in Mercedes. Kevin Naro on the play-by-play. This is Bloodhound Baseball. Starting defense for Coach Steven Nahara will start in the infield. Right to left, Emmanuel Mendez is the first baseman. Rex Nahara is the second baseman. Gael Ponce is the shortstop, and Axel Gonzalez is the third baseman. Felipe Villarreal will be doing the catching this morning. Robbie Ortiz is in right. Lalo Braunschweiger is in center. And Roman Hinojos is patrolling left. And on the mound, making his first start of the year, is Izzy Cano. Cano getting the nod here this morning. Coach Steven Nahara excited to see what Cano can bring. Spent some time in the outfield and at third base last year as a sophomore. And the idea had floated around if Cano was going to get some time on the mound. And Cano spent the offseason working on his mechanics with Fred Villarreal, of course, a former Brownsville veteran Charger. Went on to play at the University of Houston, eventually drafted by the Seattle Mariners. And I'm hoping that Izzy was able to pick up a thing or two from Fred throughout the offseason. Cano making his first start of the year. Offensively for the Tigers, here is how they'll line up. Albert Ruiz is in the leadoff spot. Nach Pimentel will bat second. Nick Pimentel in the 3 spot. Batting fourth and cleanup is Joseph Garza. In the 5 hole is Luis Figueroa. Luis Rincon bats 6. In the 7th spot is Luis Lopez. Batting 8th, Aiden Reyes. Brandon Vega in the 9 spot. Ruiz, Pimentel, Garza, Figueroa, Rincon, Lopez, Reyes, and Vega. All in the starting 9 for the Mercedes Tigers. Izzy Cano on the mound. Felipe Villarreal, otherwise known as Pato, will be behind the plate for St. Joe. Cano's first pitch paints a strike on the outside corner on a fastball. Fastball, slider, 2-seam changeup, and a curveball in the arsenal of Izzy Cano. Dotted up the fastball for a called strike. The 0-1. Misses well away, and a ball and a strike. It's got to be some nerves for the junior pitcher making his pitching debut here this year. Misses high for ball 2. So Cano behind in the count. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff man, Ruiz. Pimentel's batting 2 and 3 in the Mercedes order. Ground ball picked up by Cano. He'll short hop it over to first. And that's out number 1. Cano short hopped that one to Mendez. Sure Izzy would like to make that play a little cleaner. As soon as he threw it, he had a little grin on his face. And that one inside, and it got him. So Pimentel hit by the pitch. That'll bring up Nick Pimentel. So Nick Pimentel will come to the plate. Axel Gonzalez, the third baseman, creeping up on the grass, anticipating the sacrifice. Throw is down, and he is safe. That first pitch missed for ball one. Joseph Garza in the on-deck circle. Cano coming from the stretch. Late on the swing, and it's 1-1. A righty-righty matchup with Pimentel and Cano. That misses high. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1, bunt gets down. Cano chases it down, flips it to Mendez at first, and there are 2 away. Joseph Garza will come to the plate. The Garza, the cleanup man. RBI opportunity here in the home half of the first with Pimentel on third. Breaking ball misses high and in for ball one. Gano was able to get the first out on an unassisted 1-3 putout. Next batter was hit by the pitch. Then a sacrifice bunt to move the runner over after a stolen base. The 2-1. Or check that. That was the 2-0. Misses low for ball 3. So it's a 3-ball, no strikes. And that's ball 4.
Señor, yo soy de rancho, soy de botas y a caballo, soy nacido y criado en el mundo.
So Figueroa, the fifth batter in the Mercedes lineup, first and third. Dots a fastball for strike 1. The 0-1, high and tight. Axel cuts it off, and it'll be second and third. Two balls and a strike. Cano behind in the count. 3 balls and a strike. Second and third for Mercedes, 2 down. And that's high for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded for the Tigers. Luis Rincon will come to the plate. Cano finds the zone for strike 1. Luis Rincon at the plate. Bases loaded, 2 down. Back-to-back walks from Cano. Pops this one up right side of the infield. Mendez calls it off, makes the catch for the out, and Cano wiggles out of the bases loaded jam unscathed. We've played 1. We head to the second. No score here in Mercedes.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Trevino.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Welcome back. Top of the second here in Mercedes. Bloodhounds coming to bat second time around. It'll be 6, 7, 8. Bottom half of the order. Felipe Villarreal, the freshman, will be leading it off for St. Joe. Swinging on the first pitch is Villarreal. Lazy fly ball to center. Battling the sun was Luis Lopez, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Going back to the last inning, 2 pitches and 2 outs for Brandon Vega. So Rex Nájera will now dig in. Back-to-back freshman in the lineup for Steven Nájera. Breaking ball high for ball 1. Outside corner for strike 1. Nájera fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Nájera shoots it to the second baseman, and there's 2 down. 5 pitches thus far, and there are 2 away. So Roman Hinojos will come in, righty-lefty matchup. The lone lefty in the starting 9 for Coach Nájera. Check swing from Roman. Shoots it foul for strike 1. Bloodhounds will be back in tournament play later next week down in Santa Rosa. Here's the 0-1. Vega delivers. It's a breaking ball. That one flutters in there for strike 2. Good pitch from Vega. Called strike 3. Paints that inside corner. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Vega and the Mercedes Tigers. No one aboard. No one across to score as Roman goes down looking. And a 1-2-3 inning midway through the second. Tigers will be coming up 7-8-9. Lopez, Reyes, Vega when we come back.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Trevino.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second for Mercedes. Lopez to lead it off. 7-8-9, bottom half of the order. So Mercedes stranding the bases loaded in the top half of the first. The first pitch skips in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 misses away. 2 balls, no strikes to Luis Lopez, the starting center fielder. Two 0 misses outside. Three balls, no strikes. And that'll be ball 4. Aiden Reyes will come to the plate. Misses outside, ball 1. Chopper to the third baseman, Gonzalez. Stretching at first, making the out. Lopez will take second. Reyes is out on the 5-3 putout. Now Brandon Vega will come to the plate. Cano dots a fastball for strike 1. Lopez on second. Pitcher versus pitcher. Brandon Vega, the starting pitcher for Mercedes, showing bunt. Cano checks the runner. Ball gets away from Villarreal. Lopez will take third with 1 out. Ball and a strike to Brandon Vega. Albert Ruiz waiting in the on-deck circle, back to the top of the order for Mercedes. Cano delivers the 1-1. Paints the outside corner, looking for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield all coming in. I check the runner at third. High and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cano was able to get out of the bases loaded jam in the first. Now has a runner on third. The 2-2 just fouls it off as Vega. Gael Ponce is the shortstop. Axel Gonzalez at third. Rex Nájera at second. Emmanuel Mendez at first. Try it again, the 2-2. Called. Strike 3 looking. That's a big out number 2 there for St. Joe. Just caught enough of that inside part of the strike zone. So Ruiz will come to the plate. He grounded out to Cano on his first trip up. He's 0 for 1. It was a 1-3 put out for the first out of the bottom of the first. Now with a runner on third. Misses inside for ball 1. Luis Lopez led the inning off with a walk, then a 5-3 put out, then a strikeout. The 1-0. Ground ball, left side, squeaks through, and that is going to be an RBI single for the Tigers, and they'll take the 1-0 lead. Not the hardest hit ball, but some soft contact there from Ruiz. So Ruiz drives in the first run, and it's 1-0 Tigers with 2 down. So Pimentel will come to the plate. He was hit by the pitch his last trip up. Pimentel showing bunt, takes the first pitch for a strike, the tag, and he is out at second. And Villarreal guns him out. That'll help out the pitcher, Izzy Cano. So there's just that one run. They get the caught stealing at second. We've played two. We head to the third. 1-0 Tigers with the lead.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8.
Welcome back in the top of the third. This is Bloodhound Baseball. St. Joe trailing 1-0 here at the Knights of Columbus tournament in Mercedes on a beautiful Saturday morning. It'll be 9-1-2 the order up for St. Joe. The sophomore Robbie Ortiz will lead it off. First at bat for Ortiz. Bloodhounds went down quietly in the second inning. They went down in order 1-2-3. And Brandon Vega has retired the last 5 batters. Misses on the breaking ball for ball 1. Robbie Ortiz batting 9th and playing right field for Steven Nájera. The 1-0. Slaps this one into left, and that's going to be a leadoff single. That's going to get over the left fielder's head, Figueroa. So Ortiz will chug for second, and that'll be a leadoff single and a double on the air. So the Bloodhounds get the leadoff man on. Back to the top of the order we go. Braunschweiger 1 for 1 with a single. Led off the ball game with that base hit to center. Now the Bloodhounds have the tying run in scoring position. Braunschweiger showing bunt, lays it down beautifully. The sacrifice is in order, and it's a high throw, and Braunschweiger's safe. He's off the bag. First and third. Ortiz will take third, and they're going to check with the home plate umpire. Well, certainly a close play at first. Braunschweiger, though, a veteran bunt right there, just getting the ball down, moving that runner over. And they're going to say he's safe. So Braunschweiger gets the infield single. He's 2 for 2. Now Gael Ponce has an opportunity here to bring the tying run to the plate. Ponce 0 for 1. He flew out to left field his first trip up. And for a team trying to find their way offensively, it's a good way to get it started. A team that's collectively in a slump at the plate. All it takes is one, is what I always said. Hitting can become contagious. So far, the Bloodhounds have their first 2 base runners. Going for third is Braunschweiger. He'll steal second easily. There'll be no throw. So second and third for Ponce. And Gael takes 2 balls, no strikes to the veteran. Ponce, the starting shortstop this morning, serving as the team's ace on the mound. Ponce certainly had a good offseason, getting in much better shape for his senior campaign. Here's the 2-0. Brandon Vega struggling with his command. He had retired the last 5. And St. Joe went down in order 1, 2, 3 in the second. Now he gave up a leadoff single, an infield single, and now is behind in the count 3-0 to Gael Ponce. First base is open for Mercedes, the 3-0. And Ponce takes all the way for strike 1. Three-one, breaking ball, slapped the other way. That's going to tie the game. Nahera's going to hold the runner at third, and that's going to be an RBI single, and we're tied up at 1. Ponce shoots it the other way. So this will bring up Axel Gonzalez first and third. Still nobody down. Talked about the hitting becoming contagious. 3 straight hits for St. Joe. Now Brandon Vega will have to navigate through the teeth of the St. Joe order. 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Ponce going. Caught in a pickle. They throw the ball away into center, and that'll score Braunschweiger easily. And then Ponce will be standing up on third. Good base running there from Ponce. And the Bloodhounds take a 2-1 lead. The pitch to Gonzalez. Misses away. Well, ball and no strikes. With Gael Ponce on third base. The 1-0 misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. Still nobody out in the inning. It was 9-1-2. Each of the 3 have reached base. Ortiz and Braunschweiger have come around to score. Ponce getting a big lead at third. Inside for ball 3. The 3-0 finds the zone for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. Tigers now trying to limit the damage here in the top of the third. Chased in the dirt, and the count will run full at 3-2. Axel chasing that one low. Now Vega all of a sudden battled back in the count, 3-2. Fouls it back, and a good cut there from Axel. RBI opportunity here for Gonzalez, batting third in the Bloodhound order. Had a good week last week. The opening day game against Marine Military Academy. Followed that up with the 2 games Thursday against Rio Hondo and MMA. We'll try it again, the 3-2, and Axel pokes this one into left, and that's going to be an easy RBI single. And it's 3-1 Bloodhounds. Now Emmanuel Mendez, the starting first baseman, will come to the plate. Mendez 0 for 1, grounded out to the pitcher his first trip up. Still nobody down here in the top of the third. That misses low for ball 1. Now time called by the catcher Albert Ruiz. We talked about it. You go down in order 1, 2, 3, and a team that was struggling to find good at bats. All of a sudden, they got 4 hits here in the third. It was a leadoff single from Ortiz, the infield single from Braunschweiger, and the RBI single from Gael Ponce, followed up by the RBI from Axel Gonzalez. So 3 runs come across to score. Still a runner on first is Gonzalez. Nobody down. And he'll hand it over to the cleanup hitter Mendez. Manuel misses it high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Pickoff attempt over to first, not in time. Again, another pickoff attempt, nothing doing. Count will stick at 2 balls, no strikes. Bloodhounds trying to salvage a win here at the tournament. Dropped the first 2 games 2-1. That pitcher's duel Thursday evening. Catches the corner for strike 1. Once they took the loss 2-1, tossed a 1-hitter. Yesterday, Axel Gonzalez got the nod on the mound. Bloodhounds wound up losing 2-1 to PSJ Memorial. Just a little high, but good enough for a called strike two. Mendez didn't like the call. So Vega's battled back in the count. 3-2 payoff pitch on the way. That's slow and away. No question about that one. That'll be ball four. So first and second for St. Joe, and Izzy Cano will come to the plate. 0 for 1, flew out to left field his first trip up. Called for strike one. Misses off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good take there from Cano. 2 balls and a strike. Cano getting his first start of the year on the mound. And there's an RBI opportunity here to help his own cause. Already up 3-1. Fouls it back. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball. A good eye there from Izzy. The count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Cano can get something to drive. Jams him up. Fouls it off, and the count will stick at 3-2. So anything close there for Cano. Got to protect. We'll try it again. The 3-2, and again, Cano pulls it foul. We'll try it again. 3-2. Cano fouling off a couple of pitches. A swing and miss for the first out of the inning. So Cano goes down swinging. That's out number 1, and now Felipe Villarreal will come to the plate. So 5 batters later, Mercedes able to record the first out. Catches enough of the corner. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Runners on first and second. Mendez on first, Gonzalez on second. And Villarreal loops this one into center. Little Texas leaguer And the bases are going to be loaded. So Villarreal with his first hit of the morning. He's 1 for 2, and Rex Nájera will come to the plate with the bases full of bloodhounds. A bases loaded spot for Mercedes. Nowhere to put him with one down. Nájera with an RBI opportunity here. The 0-1 pops it up right side and makes the catch. 4 out number 2. It was Joseph Garza who made the grab. Bloodhound's able to get 3 runs in this inning so far. Trying to add to it will be Roman Hinojos. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And if you're Mercedes, if you can limit the damage to just 3 in a bases loaded spot with 1 down. Good take there from Roman. It's 1-0. The 1-0. And Roman fouls it back. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses high for ball 2. The 2-1, Hinojos slaps this one into right, but right to the right fielder covering. That was Aiden Reyes. Roman put a good swing on it. Tigers limit the damage. 3 runs come across to score on 5 hits. Midway through the third, Bloodhounds lead 3-1 when we come back.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Trevino.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Bottom of the third and a 3-1 lead for the Bloodhounds. Back to the action. Noah Pimentel will lead it off for the Tigers. 2-3-4 the order up for Mercedes. Pimentel was hit by the pitch his first trip up. The 1-1. Two one from Cano. Good pitch there from Izzy. Catches the corner on the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2-3-4, top of the order up for the Tigers. Three-two payoff pitch. And slices it foul. Just curious for the Pimentel boys batting 2 and 3 in the order, if they're any relation to Pepper Pimentel, the Mercedes legend. Part of that 84 team that went all the way to the state tournament. And a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Izzy Cano, and there's one away. Now Nick Pimentel will come to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike one. Fastball, slider, two-seam, changeup, and a curveball from the right-hander Cano. Ball and a strike. Today, more of a bullpen day for Coach Nájera. Trying to use multiple arms this afternoon. So far, Izzy's done well. Just 1 run. The bottom of the third. A big swing and miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You see the velos there. Of course, Izzy mentioned to me a couple of days ago he's felt his arm strength has gone up from last year. Did a little bit of catching yesterday as well. Good pitch and a called strike 3. Cano went to the breaking ball. 2 up, 2 down, 3 strikeouts for Cano. Joseph Garza will come to the plate. Garza drew a walk. His first time up. Back to the breaking ball. Misses high for ball 1. Caught just enough for the outside corner for a strike. One ball, two strikes. Nobody on for Mercedes. See if Gano can strike out the side in order 1, 2, 3. Here's the 1-2. Good pitch. It's a good miss there from Gano. He got Pimentel looking on that curveball. The 2-2 and a called strike 3 looking, and he goes back to the hook. And Gano strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. We head to the fourth. 3-1. St. Joe with a lead.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Treviño.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Welcome back, Mercedes, Texas, the Knights of Columbus tournament. This is Bloodhound Baseball. Robbie Ortiz will lead it off for St. Joe. 9-1-2, the order up for the Bloodhounds. At a 3-run third, collected 5 hits. Looking to keep that trend going here in the top of the fourth. That pitch misses high and in for ball 1. Ortiz fouls this one back. 1-1. So Luis Rincon is the new pitcher. And Jaden Rincon will be at third base. And Ortiz fouls this one back. And the count will run even at 2-2. Called strike three looking. The first out of the inning. So Ortiz goes down looking. Louis Rincon, first batter he faces, he gets a strikeout. Back to the top of the order, it'll be Lalo Braunschweiger. Lalo takes the first pitch for strike one looking. The 1-1. Popped up right side of the infield. Playable and making the catch in foul grounds. That was Joseph Garza. Braunschweiger retired for the first time this afternoon. He's now 2 for 3. And now Gael Ponce will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2, flew out to left. Had an RBI single and a run scored in that third inning. Shoots it to the first base side. Garza picks it, steps on the bag, and an unassisted out. And Rincon comes in and does some fine work, retires the Bloodhounds in order 1, 2, 3. Midway through the fourth, it'll be 5, 6, 7. The order up for the Tigers when we come back.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Trevino.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth, Luis Figueroa to lead it off for the Tigers. Inside ball one. O'Connell's struck out the last 4 batters he's faced. Got the third out via the strikeout in the second inning. Followed up by striking out the side in order 1, 2, 3 in the third. Cano falling behind in the count, 2 balls, no strike to Figueroa. Drew a walk, his first trip to the plate. Pops this one up on the infield. Who's got it? Lost it in the sun, both between Cano and Axel. Tough break there. It's got to be Gonzalez's ball at third base. Axel's got to do a better job of calling off the pitcher there. I think that's what Coach Nakara was telling Gonzalez after that play. Just an old unwritten rule in baseball. You don't want your pitchers having to get off the mound and make those plays. The 0-1 fouled back, and it's 0-2. Breaking ball misses outside. The throw and the tag, and he is safe on second. Skips in the dirt. 2-2, and Figueroa will take third easily. The 2-2 misses high. Three-two pitch pulled into left. That'll fall in for an RBI single, and it's a 3-2 ball game. So Figueroa scores from third. RBI single from Luis Rincon. Now Luis Lopez will come to the plate, and we'll get a mound visit from Steven Nájera. JP Garcia will now come in. So we'll have a pitching change when we come back.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Treviño.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
Welcome back to a new pitcher in the game, and that is J.P. Garcia. And Gano will take over in right field. So Gano goes 3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits. Still on the hook for the runner on first. So Gano's stat line not closed just yet. Garcia just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Different pace from the young sophomore Garcia. Breaking ball. 6-4, and no play at first. But Gael Ponce able to get the first out. Lopez reaches on the fielder's choice. Aiden Reyes to the plate. Showing bunt. And the runner will take second. The 0-1 misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball, slow roller down the third base line to Gonzalez. Fires and picked at first, and he is safe. Bang bang play over on the first base side. I don't know about that one. Now Jaden Rincon will get his first at bat this morning. It'll be 9-1-2, the order up. Swinging on the first pitch, a fly ball to left. That's going to be in the corner, and this game's going to be tied up at 3. Holding the runner at third and stepping in with the RBI double. Jaden Rincon ties up the game. So Rincon gets the RBI double, second and third. We're tied up at 3. Back to the top of the order, Albert Ruiz. 1 for 2. That ball skips in the dirt, gets past Villarreal, and Mercedes is going to take a 4-3 lead. So Rincon will be at third. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Robbie Ortiz was warming up. So we'll see how far Garcia can go if he can get through this inning. Fouls it off. It's 2-1. Just missed for ball 3. Foul it off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two payoff pitch. Misses low and away. So Ruiz draws the walk, and Noah Pimentel Pimentel 0 for 1. Struck out in the third and was hit by the pitch in the first and was later stranded on third. Swinging on the first pitch. Fly ball to center, and that's going to fall in for an RBI single. So Pimentel drives in a run. It's 5-3. This will bring up Nick Pimentel. That ball skips in the dirt. Both runners will advance. Second and third. No ball and no strikes. Now time called by Steven Nachra, and in comes Robbie Ortiz. We'll get another pitching change when we come back.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
If you or someone you know is planning to retire within 6 to 12 months, please call Joe D. Garcia. Federal, city, county, state employees, and small business owners, we have you covered. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call Joe D. Garcia from Blanket Retirement Services, 956-276-4943.
I'm Joe D. Garcia,
And I'm Rolando Treviño.
and we are Blanket Retirement Services. We have you covered.
New pitcher in the game is Robbie Ortiz. He'll inherit the runners on second and third. And it's going to be a suicide, but the ball is bunted foul. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 on the way. Good pitch there from Ortiz. Pimentel 0 for 1, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, struck out in the third. Jammed him up, and the count will stick at 1-2. Misses low, ball 2. The 2-2. That's a foul ball down the third base line. 2-2 misses inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just one down in the inning. 4 runs have come across to score here in the bottom of the 4th. That's ball 4. The play at the plate, and Villarreal. That ball's still live. 2 runs come across to score. So 2 runs come across to score. It's now 7-3 Mercedes. So a balk is called on Ortiz. A ground ball in the 6th hole. Ponce trying to make the play at the plate in the tag, and he is, I can say he missed the tag. He's safe. They're going to say he went under the tag, was Pimentel.
Sí, señor, yo soy de rancho. Soy de
So a 7-run 4th for Mercedes. St. Joe led 3-1 through 3 innings. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. The 0-1, back to Ponce at short, flips it over to Nakara. Play still live, throw down to third, and he's going to be tagged out at third, but I think initially Nakara made the play at second. He was able to catch the ball and have possession. The umpire, the field umpire, is going to say that he dropped the ball, but it'll be Luis Rincon to the plate. It's Figueroa who reached onto the fielder's choice. So they're 2 away. The 3-0 misses in the dirt, ball 4. Luis Lopez will come to the plate. Misses low, ball one. Ball and no strikes. Ortiz delivers. Ground ball to the right side is Nakara. He'll pick it up. Flips it to first and a 4-3 put out for out number 3, but the damage has been done. The Tigers plate 7 runs. They lead this one 8-3. And that's going to be the final with the time expiring. 8-3 your score. The final score, a 7-run inning for Mercedes and a turbulent end to the Knights of Columbus tournament for the Bloodhounds. That'll wrap things up here from Mercedes. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this morning from the Knights of Columbus tournament. Bloodhounds will be back in action later next week at the Santa Rosa tournament. That'll wrap things up here from Mercedes. On behalf of myself, Kevin Naro, Coach Tino Villarreal, signing off from Mercedes. The final score, Mercedes Tigers 8.